This is The American on ESPN+. Johnston's is the official and exclusive championship jewelry provider of the American Athletic Conference. Game 1 of the 2022 American Softball Championship. It hits the Tulsa Golden Hurricane against the Houston Cougars from Greenville, North Carolina. It's the first of 3 scheduled games today. Tulsa and Houston playing for the right to face number 1 seed and regular season champion UCF tomorrow. First pitch moved up by a couple of hours after overnight rain, hoping to avoid storms that are expected later in the day. The tarp removed about 45 minutes ago. Alongside Jill Jelnick, my name is Chris Mycoskie. And Jill, you look at D1 projections for the NCAA tournament. 3 teams from the American expected to make the field. It could be 4, but one of these teams would have to run the table.
It's win or go home for Houston and Tulsa today. The RPIs of these 2 teams, low outside of that range for the NCAA postseason tournament. They have to get the automatic bid this week in order to continue their season. So expect a lot of fight from these 2 teams because someone's season is ending today.
And these squads could not be more even. In the regular season, a 3-game series, they split the first 2 and then a rare tie in game 3.
And these 2 teams, Houston and Tulsa, started to make adjustments later in the weekend in games 2 and 3. They don't have a 3-game series this time. They have 1 game. So those in-game adjustments need to come every at-bat, every pitch, and whichever team can make those quicker is going to be the leader today in this game.
Those were her first at-bats since April 20th. Coming into that game, she had just 1 hit on 13 at-bats for the whole season. The first base side, that stays in fair territory. Tulsa in danger of getting doubled up here. Houston trying to chase it down, looking home. The throw to first. Did they get her before the run came home? They're going to say the run scored, I believe, for the Golden Hurricane. 1-0. The plate was touched before the third out was made. 1-0 Tulsa after 1.5 in Greenville, North Carolina. 0-2 count now. Hulsey did not get an at-bat against Tulsa in their regular season series. Only came in to pinch run. To the left side, Edwards steps on third, over to first to turn the double play for Tulsa.
That means -2 hours in my head because that's when the warm-up starts.
Into center field, a hot shot. Howie back after it. Can't get there as it travels over the fence. Celeste Wood with a leadoff home run for Tulsa. And when she crosses the plate, the Golden Hurricane will go up 2-0. She set career highs in 4 different categories this season. 10 home runs, 33 runs batted in, 40 hits, and 23 walks.
Howie having a great senior year. That's why you see her in this 4-hole spot. Coach loves her tough at-bats.
To the right field side, Bear Paw chasing out of the park. That goes off the East Carolina scoreboard, and Houston gets its first hit and first run of the day. They're within 1 of the Golden Hurricane. Morgan had a great story earlier about Schulte returning to the team this year after being out all of 2021 with the birth of her daughter, Rin Elizabeth. Born on March 23rd of last year. Now proudly watching on as her mom plays in the American Championship. That one gets past Jarvis. Schulte into second base. Houston with a runner on second and 2 out.
Needs to get these Houston Cougars excited about that rise ball again. They're doing an excellent job of laying off of it.
Into left. Over the glove of Grace Jarvis. Benavides delivers the RBI double, and we are tied at 2.
It was so much fun going to football games.
Into left, over the glove of Kramer. Katie Ray Brown into second base with a stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the 6th.
And look at that excitement from Katie Ray Brown on the bag, doing her little victory dance there. Does a nice job turning on this inside pitch that was low in the zone and just an inch away from Kramer's glove in left field. Katie Ray Brown able to turn it into a double and get a spark going for this Houston offense and put it in play. That's what she's looking to do right now.
2-2 into right. Bearpaw backtracking, can't make the grab. Brown comes in to score. Schulte delivers a triple. And the Cougars take a 3-2 lead over Tulsa.
Who other than Becca Schulte, the heartbeat of this Houston Cougars offense, getting it going. A ball low and away. That is a tough pitch to try to put a bat on, but she's able to do it with her power and her hand speed. That brings home Katie Ray Brown to give Cougars the first lead, but are we surprised that it's Becca Schulte that comes up again with a clutch hit? She's the mom of this team. She is a single mom. She is the heartbeat of this Houston Cougars offense, and right now she is coming to play day one of the American Conference Tournament.
Schulte leads this team with 13 home runs and 8 doubles, but that was her first triple of the season, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Puts the Cougars up 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th.
You've seen her start to go away from that a little bit, but also credit to Houston for timing her up.
3-1 pitch into left field. It will carry out of the ballpark. Brittany Shaw with a 2-run homer. And Houston increases its lead to 5-3, looking to punch their ticket into the conference semifinal round.
The Cougars continuing to swing the hot bat. Hitting is contagious, and we just saw it right there, starting with Becca Schulte bringing in the first run, and then Brittany Shaw absolutely barrels this inside pitch. Look at that bat speed. Whips it around inside, gets her barrel all the way on that plane of that inside pitch from Pocop, and all smiles as Shaw rounds third base and comes home. A big bomb by Brittany Shaw to extend this Houston Cougars lead.
Her 7th home run on the season, and that will lead to a Tulsa pitching change. Waiting on it from Todd. To the left side, Benavidez will have a chance to end this one. She does. Benavidez to Shaw for the final out. Houston advances to the American semifinal round, knocking off Tulsa 5-2. Becca and Morgan, thank you very much. What a performance by Becca Schulte and these Houston Cougars. And that means they advance in the bracket to face UCF tomorrow at noon. We are far from done today, though, Jill. Next up, it's Memphis and Wichita State. But first, final thoughts on this matchup between the Golden Hurricane and the Cougars.
This was a tale of two teams. All the momentum was with Tulsa early on with Samantha Pocop, but Houston's offense made the adjustments in their third time through the lineup, was able to time Pocop off, string hits together, and pass the hot bat down the lineup. Now, the struggling offense and consistency of Houston has been a storyline this year, but Coach Vesley said it before coming in this week. She loves where her team is right now offensively. They're swinging it well. They're seeing it well. We saw that today. And the Houston Cougars able to capitalize on all that momentum, especially in the 6th, and close out a big win.
A bunch of players delivering, not just Schulte, but Shaw, Benavidez, Howie, all doing so well. And Hannah Todd doing her job in the circle. All to lift Houston to a first-round win over Tulsa. They will see UCF tomorrow. Here in Greenville, we have Wichita State and Memphis coming up at noon Eastern time. For Jill Jelnick, Morgan Uber, our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Mycoskie. We will see you in about 50 minutes right here on ESPN+. Tigers and Shockers in Game 2 of the 2022 American Softball Championship.